Hey there, this is the Market Doll Queen, and this morning on February 1st, 2021, I want to talk to you about setting up your pre-market scanner. This is where I find the pre-market trains, okay? I'm in my Thinkorswim platform, and I'm going to show you my settings for my pre-market scanner. It can't be any more simpler than this. It's still a couple of hours even before the bell. So I just need a simple parameters to get the trades that I'm looking for. So for in the pre-market, I'm looking for a minimum of at least 10 cents, and I go ahead and do it up to $40. You'd be surprised how many penny tickers do an overnight gap and climb up high. That's why I've done the $40 limit. I don't usually do a $40 limit as per se for a day trade, but that covers those gap ups. Now for the volume is the number one key that makes the tickers pop on my pre-market scanner. Without volume, you're not going anywhere. So I make, as long as it's a couple of hours before the bell, I go ahead and start with at least a minimum of 10,000 in volume. When it gets to about an hour before the bell, I will go ahead and change this to 100,000 in volume minimum, just to limit the list, because the list can get overwhelming if you've got a minimum of 10,000 volume. Go ahead and narrow your list by getting the most volume. And I always leave max volume open. Always. I don't care what the max is. And then also I do the ask. So I do the last bid, a minimum of 10 cents to $40. I do volume, minimum of 10,000. When it gets to about an hour before the bell, I'll change it to 100,000, period. And then a minimum of the ask of at least a penny. Then always remember to save your scanning list, okay? You would go up here and you would save scan query right there. And I went ahead and labeled it that. Save, yes, of course. All right, always remember to save your stuff. And then go ahead and close that down. And then I hit scan. And then as these things load, I have volume as my number one indicator. I've got to have volume. And then I go ahead and see the bid, the last, and the ask. I got rid of everything else. I got rid of the description. I got rid of percentage change. And you do all that right here with the little gear right here on the right-hand side. You see that gear right there where my arrow is? We hit customize. And that's where you would have your current set. And then you would remove item. Boom, 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 boom. You can add anything that you would like to this, all right? And then hit OK. And that's how you customize your actual scanning. So this morning so far, I have alerted a couple of day trades. Silver is hot this week, so I have alerted a couple of silver ones, which are EXK right there. And also, I alerted ASM. These are volume hot tickets. They are moving well. I'm always looking for these to swim upstream. That's what I call it. These tickers swim upstream as their volume increases. And that's what I'm looking for. As you can see, there are little icons over here, and each one signifies something. The blue right here means earnings. It'll give you the earnings date. And then the red one is with the phone is the earnings conference call. All right. We always pay attention to those. Always pay attention to the yellows. The yellows are telling you important stuff. Some can be as basic as they're just 26 stocks moving in today's pre-market. Or it could say other information like FDA news or something like that. Let's see what we can find. This one here, it has a yellow dot, and it's a DVAX, and it's up nicely. It closed at 631. I always look to see what it closed at, and then I want to see what the bid and ask is. So the bid's 705, 711, and we got at least 118,000 in pre-market volume, which is nice. And the news is Dynavax announces exercise of option to reserve additional stuff for 40 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine for the UK government. COVID news, yummy. Got it? COVID news, yummy. So we are going to be looking at this one. Now I can go ahead and grab it and pull it over to my watch list. And then when I do that, I will go ahead and pull the chart. And I want to look at DVAX. I see it's in distribution phase. My TTM squeeze and MACD right here, TTM squeeze coming down. I have almost 3 white soldiers right there, but I am sideways chopping right here at about the $7 to $7.05 range. It did hit $7.50 pre-market, but my Bollinger Bands are kind of tight right here. Time in sales has slowed down, so I'm not going to alert this. This is not ticking the right boxes yet. It is on watch, but it's not ready to run unless it's going to change right in front of my face. So I'm going to open that up. VWAP is the white dotted line right there. I always pay attention to that. That's very important in my trade. And the candles are right there sitting on that VWAP. So now we're going to look at $7 to $7.15. Keep that on watch. We'll close that back up a little bit, but it's kind of slow. And back to the scanner at hand. And this is what I do all pre-market. I am sitting here and I'm looking for the trades that should be made. Look at this AAU right there. I'm going to grab it, pull it over here. Where's AAU? Right there. Let's look at the chart. We'll go to AAU. Now that's nice. My study says it's in acceleration, as it is. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 white soldiers to red. Boom, boom. I like it, guys. I'm telling you, I like it. This here can definitely be, look at this. We've got the TTM squeeze, stair stepping up. Look at the volume kicking in, MACD kicking in. I am going to go ahead and alert this. This is AAU, and I'm going to alert it at $1.20 entry. I just did, and there it just kicked just below my entry, $1.19, $17, and that's okay. Give you a chance to get in, but this is looking nice. I like it. We can go ahead and go out. Let's go ahead and look at the 1 year on this. 124 is the 52-week high for this. Gives me something to reach for right there. So at $1.20, and there we go again. It's recovering, and it went 118, 119, 120, and there we got our little doji down to the red. And watch that sucker play out as the volume continues to kick in. My Bollinger Bands are expanded. See how the Bollinger Bands burst with volume. TTM squeeze bursts with volume. Same thing happening over here, but even more is kicking in. So we're centering around this $1.19, $1.20 level, and we'll go ahead and see where that plays out for the day. And then I go back to the scanner at hand. And this is how we do it. Now, of course, I do this for you and make your job that much easier by cutting out all the noise and finding the plays for you. And that's what I do for you. So keep your eyes on the prize, people. Remember, green is green, lock it in. And I'll talk to you again next time.